Welcome to the biggest show in the world, Sports Bettors TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is Friday. It's the weekend. I am Rob the Mad Hatter sitting here talking about sports and sports gambling all day long, and I got my boy The Dream on the line. Kid, what is going on?
What's happening today, man? A little bit, got banged up a little bit yesterday. I came out the gate with some bit. The no score first innings is dead. I'm done with that.
You gotta pick your spots, kid. You gotta pick your spots.
I am so done with that. I have picked my spot. I'm done with that.
You got all right. Keep going. I'll elaborate after that.
Yesterday, and that kills me because I honestly wanted to play the Mets. I talked about it on the show about their momentum, positive, and all that, and that, and the other. But instead, I opted for the no score first inning in the game, and sure enough, they had to give up a run. The Braves had to give up a run, and it just was agitating because it just started my day off like agitating. And I went into the night. I didn't really I liked stuff, but I didn't love stuff. You and I talked about your boy. We were kind of on the fence with Cleveland and Boston yesterday. And I was like, One of my buddies, G Money, he gave out the Cleveland under. So I got to give him a big shout out along with like the other 100,000 people that gave me the Cleveland under, but I gotta, show them some love. You know how it works. These guys, they win a few games, they want to get a shout out, they want to be the hero, so I'll give them the hero.
Sounds like you. That's what you do too.
That's what I do. Exactly. That's what it's about. But the only difference is when they lose. Crickets. When I lose, I'm right here screaming and yelling, "Damn, I lost! I shouldn't have lost!" And I'm singing the blues today. I put together an incredible 3-team parlay last night. I had the Predators, I had Golden State, and I had Vancouver. And now the thing is, I'm thinking Vancouver, Calgary. Now the thing is that the Predators, it opened up kind of tight. And you know what happened with Golden State. Down 20, looking dusty.
We'll talk about that in a little bit, yeah.
So Calgary comes out, and Calgary's up like 1-0. So I'm like, all right, well, I got Calgary and I got the Predators working. But, Golden State's being a pain in the neck. So I go over to Golden State. I'm watching a little bit of Golden State game, and I'm watching a little bit of the Blackhawk game. And, the Blackhawk game is tight. Blackhawks in Tennessee are tight, but they end up, scoring a couple of goals, and, it was a nice move. So now I'm over at the Golden State game, and I'm watching. I'm like, these guys, tonight. And I had told you before that, after that last game, I'm like, the Pelicans are pesty. They're probably going to get Golden State. And Golden State's looking, dusty on the road. They're missing threes, all nonsense. So I think they start bringing it in. They bring it to like about 15. Right around when they bring it to the 15 mark, the hockey game ends up going 1-1. So I'm like, damn, well, I'm not going to worry about the hockey game because I think Calgary will get them. Let me just concentrate on Golden State. So then the Golden State game just gets dope from there. As Golden State goes on their run, they start doing their thing. In middle of the fourth quarter, they're moving, they're hitting shots, they're doing their thing. So now I don't even take my eyes off the Golden State game because I'm like, wow, they're actually coming back. Curry hits the shot, taking into overtime. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to go to overtime. I'm going to end up getting this game. Sure enough, I go over and take a peek at the Calgary game. They're down 2-1. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So we just couldn't make it happen yesterday, gang. For all those that I gave it out to, I'm sorry. But I got news for you. Today, I put the play out. You seen the picks. I'm one of the only people who do that, by the way. All them other guys that talk trash and whatever, no one shows you their plays from the book. My plays are from the book. I'm sporadic with the numbers because everybody don't got to know my numbers. But when I'm big on a play and I'm standing behind it, look, you saw my numbers. It's a nickel on the play. You see the play in there. So you know what that means? That means if I lose and if you lose, I lose and I lose my money. Tell your guy to do that for you. So you could see him losing along with you losing.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. I had my first losing night since two Saturdays ago, brother. I ended up giving out winners on the show. I gave out the Pittsburgh Pirates, got that money early. with my MLB. With my MLB is, have you gotten on the train yet, kid, or what? Come on.
Nah, you know
Come
what?
on, man.
Come on. I will. Once hooping hockey's over, I will.
All right. So, but then, I had Golden State. So now, what I did was I did a little parlay. I just had a feeling. I had a $50 parlay open. I had a feeling that Boston may catch a win against my boy. Well, that didn't happen. So, and then I text you immediately. I said, as soon as I started watching the game, I said, this is not happening, dude. There's no way. So I was able to get out of that. And then I'm sitting there, and I did one of the cardinal sins of gambling that I always preach against, and I'm really mad at myself. I started having some drinks, and I started drinking a little bit. Now I started growing, my balls started growing a little bit, and sure enough, I took Milwaukee when they were up 14 in the game as a money line live line, and I went pretty heavy on it. And then they went up 18. I'm like, I'm good. And then the Bulls went on like a 20-0 run or something like that, dude. The Bulls end up winning the game. I end up losing that play, and then it gets worse. Then I pull out of Golden State with a live line. I said, dude, there's no way. Dude, I have never seen a team, not that I've never seen a team down 20 going into the fourth, win a game and come back, but it's been so long. So I gauged both of those teams wrong with live lines, and it cost me all my winnings for the day. And I ended up losing some money. But, dude, if you think about it, with Milwaukee up 18 and New Orleans up 20 going into the fourth, how do you lose those games? If I had that in front of me, I probably would do it. If I had it in front of me 50 times, I probably would have done it 50 times, man, realistically. So
right.
It is what it is, man. What am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to win today. That's all. That's all I'm going to do. Because I already got a baseball play that I'm sitting here ready to jump out of my skin about. So let's go, man. What do you want to do? You want to do some scores?
Papa Bear saying something about the Golden State and bad calls. I didn't really see any bad calls in that game, other than I did see Stephen Curry get fouled on the shot that won the game. I saw him get fouled, and not the shot that tied the game. They should have actually won that game because they should have called a foul on that three, and he should have went to the foul line and won the game by 1 point. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know, but
you didn't see it. You didn't see it.
No, I wasn't. You know what? I'll be honest with you, dude. Start of the fourth quarter, I went to sleep, bro.
Oh wow, okay.
I was just like, there's just no way. I pulled out of that play, and I was like, I'll get it. I'll get them tomorrow. And I woke up and checked ESPN and saw they won. I could not believe it, dude. I couldn't believe it, man. So. Anyway,
and Papa Smurf is getting ready. He's going to the Bronx today, and he's got his Mets gear ready. So, hey, Papa, big ups to you going to the game. Enjoy yourself, man. Have fun over there. Do your thing, and enjoy yourself at the game, man. Have a good time, brother.
Big ups to my man, Genuine Bets, that's back in action. What's going on, brother? Happy to have you back in the SBTV family, SBTV Nation, hashtag SBTV Nation. Let's see who else I got on a ticket today. I got Prestige Worldwide, I got Tommy King, I got Spot Bet, I've got Tip Talker, Papa Bear, Total Sports Edge, Rick Lopez, Jeff Ryan, Irvin, P for Press, Straguzzi, Mario Martinez, JC, hashtag SBTV Nation. I got D, I got Marco, I got Papa Smurf, what's going on? I got Smokey out there. Let's see who else. Buster Car Danger, what's up, brother? LA Whiz Kid, The Bishop, Mo, Snoopy Betts, Swick Cat Sides, Jonesy, Face Kicker, Moneyline Hunter, It's Woots, Yodo, and James Harrelson, just to name a few.
Oh, he's talking about the Draymond Green pushing it back. I know that was a dusty call too. I didn't like that call at all. It came mad late after he did it too. I was like, whoa, did somebody call that one in? Because that call did look crazy, and I agree with you. That was a bad call. Those were actually two bad calls. Now that I'm thinking about it, but to me that the Stephen Curry one that tied the game, that was real obvious. I mean, that was a real obvious call. But the refs didn't want to call it because they knew that it was going to have it would have had game implications on it, as he probably would have went to the foul line, drained it, and they would have won the game right there. But I just want to talk for a minute about, and I know, it's Friday, so we're in a good mood. Even though we lost yesterday, I'm in adult mood. But I was thinking yesterday, I was driving, and I'm like, you know what, man? You know what's crazy? I find this particularly crazy. You guys may agree with me just for a second. And I'm talking about not only what goes on with us, but what goes on a little bit over there with, Crush the Bookie and his camp or whatever. For most of us in here on Twitter, for the most part, all adults, mostly males, okay, men, supposedly men. Most of us probably, I would say, over 20. You know what I'm saying?
Probably, 20 to 35. I would think.
But I'm just saying over 20. So I'm getting out of the teens, is what I'm trying to say. Okay.
Yep.
But my thing is, you know what? If you walked up to me today and you said, "Hey, you know what? I had a win in play last night. I won this wager, and I gave somebody else the wager, and they won the wager." You know what? I wouldn't be mad at you. I wouldn't be upset with you. I wouldn't not like you at all. I wouldn't have no malice against you. I don't get how grown men, okay, seriously, how do you get mad at what somebody else, if you don't like what somebody else, if I don't like what somebody else does, I just don't do what they do and I go do what I do. But I don't sit on the sidelines of what I do and be like, oh, they're an idiot for doing that, or they shouldn't do that, or that. Especially if whatever they're doing is successful. I'm still not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I don't get how. And then here's the worst factor about it. The cats on Twitter, we don't even know each other.
Oh, yeah, on a personal level, right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't even know it. So it's not like, well, I don't like the way Dream looks. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I really don't like him, because, he's ugly to me. So, so there's no reason, when you think about the hate for a minute, that's just so jealousy and envy. That's what it's just all. I mean, when you think about it in a nutshell, because nobody knows nobody, okay?
Right.
All you know is a Twitter handle. With us, you don't like my personality. All right, he's a little bit loud, talks a little bit too much. Haters this or whatever. I don't like his music selection. Okay, you built some likes or dislikes on that. But for you to just sit back and seriously just take shots, you just a jealous, envious person, because you ain't hating nothing but really, honestly, you know what you're hating? The success.
Good point.
That's the only thing that's the real only thing that you really don't like is our success. I mean, or anyone's success. I'm not just streamlining it just down to us. I'm doing it in general. Cats that's taking shots, I mean, really, you need to look in the mirror at yourself. The energy you're wasting negatively taking shots, why don't you put it towards something else? I mean, why even bother with that if you're a grown man? You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't get it. But all right, now I'm ready to keep it moving.
I've seen cappers out there that sit on the sidelines and talk a lot of trash, and then all of a sudden their numbers reflect that. When you bring negativity, let me tell you something. When you bring negativity into your life and into your world, and you want to, push it on other people and spread rumors and do all this other stuff, you know what happens? You take time away from your trade and your craft, and your numbers get hurt. I've seen people down, the minute they started talking trash about us, go down 100 units in 14 days, bro. And
I ain't talking about the trash just on us either.
Yeah, I'm just saying, in general, you know what I mean? So, guys, when you're on some of these documentation sites, click on because all they do is display the profitable services, but click on the little box that says display non-profitable services as well. So this way you can see how bad some of these cats are doing out there that are negative. You know what I mean?
Hey, some of the cats that's doing real bad are the biggest player haters of the SBTV nation of what we got. Yet they over there. And that's my thing, too. While you over there, you lose it. I mean, at least we not we lose. We're not charging nobody. You got a lot of heart to be losing and you charging somebody, but you talking about us. That's a lot of gumption. You really need to check yourself with that.
I concur, man. Big time, man. You know what? Hey, you just gotta, just focus on you. You know what I'm saying? It goes in any trade, man. You know what I'm saying? With real estate here, I have my office and I'm aware of what my competitors do, but I don't really care what they do. I focus on me and making my money.
I know. I don't get that. I don't get how a grown man really worries about what other grown men do to that kind of level. That I gotta be, I don't like you. I don't like this. I don't like that. Oh, no, you shouldn't be doing that. Dude, stay in your lane.
sound.
How am I bothering you? If you don't like what I'm saying, turn me off. Don't follow me. Kick rocks. Go do your thing. I'm not making you listen to me.
I know. I'm
at the crib. Like I'm at the crib with a bullhorn outside the front door with a bullhorn and an SBTV Nation with picket signs walking around outside of your front yard.
It goes for everybody though. It goes for celebrities too and all that. Like celebrities got like these National Enquirer headlines and stuff like that. You know, this one's in rehab. This one, I'm waiting to see. Something come out about the Dream being, a drug addict or, I'm flying out to, I'm flying out overseas to, money launder and all that. Still, it's
didn't they say he was the slumlord or something?
Oh yeah, right. No, what happens is you Google my name and there's an article that says slumlords in it. And when you read on, you can see that there's these notorious slumlords here in New Haven, Connecticut, where actually a partner and I actually bought these properties from a bank from the slumlords because the bank was foreclosing.
Explain yourself.
But it's so funny, dude. You know what I'm saying? You look at it.
Let's get to the place.
You look at it, and it's just like, wow, man, for real. Keep reading. You know what I'm saying? Wow, unbelievable. But
and then that's the other thing. Cats like to pick out too. They hate. They'll pick out like the few, like forget the whole story. Just pick out like the incriminating part on his part. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go with that. We won't know the whole story. Even like when cats were picking out some of my plays that they don't like, they would go and find like the loser in there, plug that, be like, oh, this was a dumb play, but forget all the other plays.
Unbelievable.
Listen, I don't got time to hate on nobody. I wish everybody the best. Even the guys that hate on us, you know what? I still wish they cast, because you know what? Like I keep saying, it's not us versus them.
No, it's
us
not.
Versus the book. It's a third-party entity that we can all get money on. See, I could understand if it was like, oh, Dream took my money, you placed a bet, and then I took your money for the bet. We all use a book, and we're trying to get our money from them. I don't care about who's the best. I don't care about the styles. All I care about at the end of the day is winning and being profitable. That's all I care. And I don't care how you did it or what you bet on. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You could bet on cockroaches running up and down the street when the lights are turned off in the projects. All right? If you found a way to win doing that, that's dope.
Exactly. And you know what? Hey, even and I'm going to say something right now, guys, and even for, all the people that are negative and haters and stuff like that. Listen, I really wish you guys the best of luck. I hope that, you make a lot of money, because when you're making a lot of money, you're not going to be worried about anybody else. I really hope that, you're out there and you're killing it and you're tearing it up and you're going 10-0 and 9-1 streaks and stuff like that. That goes for everybody, not just the positive SBTV Nation, but the people that have things to say and want to, throw rumors around and stuff like that about the biggest show in the world. So, you know what? I wish all of you guys the best of luck. I really do.
The best of luck.
I really do.
I hope you guys kill it. Honestly, just
definitely.
Go out there and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're in Beverly Hills with millions in your pocket, you ain't worried about us. Honestly, the people who are worried about us is losing. That's why you mad. You mad at yourself.
All right. Let's keep it moving. So we had a good old time with that. It's a little speech. Okay. So all right, Dream. What do you want to do first? You want to jump into?
I want to jump right into hockey.
You want to go? Ooh, wow. Okay. All right.
Let's jump right into hockey.
Let's jump into the hockey. All right. So we got the Pittsburgh Penguins coming into the New York Rangers, and the Rangers are minus 185 with Pittsburgh. You get Pittsburgh at like plus 170 with an under/over of 5. I think I know where you're going with this, and I think I'm right there with you, brother. Talk to me about the Rangers.
This is a wrap. The bridge is over. The bridge is over tonight. Rangers rock the Penguins, send them on their way. The Penguins, I told you guys, kind of had no business getting in the playoffs. I thought the Rangers were going to sweep the Penguins, but they did let the Penguins steal game 2. Nothing is ever guaranteed, and there are no locks in life. You guys know that, other than death and taxes. However, right under death and taxes would be this Ranger game. I really like the Rangers tonight. The Rangers went out into Pittsburgh and they beat them up after Pittsburgh got the second game win. I mean, the Rangers are just, they're banging the boards. They're tough. It's going to be electric there tonight. It's going to be, the atmosphere tonight I wish I could go to this game, to be honest with you, because it's going to be something. It really is going to be something. I see the Rangers just beating the brakes off the Penguins tonight. So, guys, as you know, there's a play out there that I've already posted, showed, and posted the money to. And like I said, I am going to take credit because I've been watching a lot of people on Twitter. One thing I don't see is I don't see a lot of that. I see a lot of people talking about the plays and this, that, and I see a lot of picks after the plays have won. But prior to the plays going down, I don't see, a lot of those picks with the numbers. There are a few, but not a lot. But anyway, I am on the Rangers. It's a 2-team money line parlay like I like, and it's going into the next game.
All right, the next one we got on the ticket here is, let's see, I got the Minnesota Wild at the St. Louis Blues. Is that the one you're referring to?
Nope, that's not it.
No? Okay, well, I'll go through that one real quick.
Okay.
Minnesota Wild at St. Louis Blues. St. Louis minus 145 with an under-over of 5. St. Louis surprised me beating up on the Wild last game.
But, they surprised me beating up on the Wild last game, but only because how they played in the previous games. Because originally, I thought the Blues, personally, were probably going to be a problem in this series anyway. But they came out and they looked like they weren't going to be a problem for a while. So now, the thing is I don't think that anybody really has. I mean, I don't know. I know I don't. I don't have a real good feel for this game. I don't know, if the Wild just had a bad game last night and the Blues just had an awesome game last time they played. So, that being said, I am going to leave this game alone. It's tied 2-2 this series. I'm going to leave this game alone. I am slightly leaning Blues, but only reason I'm leaning that is because all I'm thinking about is their enormous offensive situation in the last game. So, but I'm not putting any money on it. But I'm saying if you guys are going to do it, I lean Blues. But I'm not going to bet it only because I got too much money on the next two, and I got money for tomorrow night too.
Oh, okay. I like the sound of that, brother. All right, so next one we got on the ticket here is the Ottawa Senators at the Montreal Canadiens. The Habs are minus 167 with an under-over of 5.
This game, you guys, this is my only game that, for the most part, I had went against. We did have a couple of people who come on the show, and this was the only series that I kind of was against. Some of the people who came on, because I really didn't like what I saw out of the Senators. I saw the Senators. I watched them a little bit this year, not a lot, but I really watched them in the last game of the season. And they played the Flyers. I believe they played the Flyers that game. I'm going back now a couple of weeks now.
Yep.
But anyway. I was not at all impressed with the Senators in the way they played. I thought their passing was very sloppy. Guys were out of position. And I got to be honest with you, on a whole, certain things about hockey I think has gotten better as far as power play kills. The power play kills seem to be a lot better than hockey from past days, in the past. But I got to tell you, the passing game in hockey and the wings being in their positions and getting the puck out towards, it's been a little sloppier than I've remembered in past. In a lot of these games, not just these guys solely, but a lot of these games, there's guys out of position, and I test some of that too. I guess the speed of the game, some of the defense, some of it is I don't know what it is, but some of the chemistry I think with these teams. It just doesn't look like it's as fluid as hockey in past days. I don't know. That's just my feel about it. I don't know how you guys feel. You can hit me up later on the DM, or we could talk about it, on Twitter if you'd like. But that's my feel. That being said, Habs get it done tonight. It's going to be another electric situation there. I really believe that Montreal will close this out tonight, as they don't want to play any games with Ottawa. They did let Ottawa get their last game, but the Habs had actually come out, and I think they went up 1-0 in that game as well. And then, no, it was 0-0. I'm sorry, but yeah, it was a tight game all the way to the end of the game. And then Ottawa scored at I want to say the 3-minute mark in the third period. So I'm looking at the Habs winning tonight and getting this closed out. So there's a big money line parlay. It's for nickel guys. It's Habs Rangers money line parlay, and waiting in the wings. We're going to come back tomorrow night and do the same thing with the Blackhawks and the Flames.
Oh, okay. So you're doing that's got to pay plus money, no?
Yeah, it does. It plays 7 and some change.
Oh, that's lovely.
So the nation kind of loved that because it paid 7 and some change. So a lot of people jumped on that.
Yeah, well, you know what? Keep your eyes on the live lines if you get in trouble with that second game, you know?
Yep.
So, you could always get your money out if you need to. And even, guys, even if you start getting pounded and you get half of your money back, it's better than losing the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in the back of your brains as well, because that's possible. Like if you have $500 on a play and there's a chance where, you're getting beat, let's say 3-1, 2-1, something like that. You want to get like $250 back and just surrender $250. You can do that as well with the live action. So keep that in the back of your brains. You know what I mean? And, we'll go from there. So let's scroll over to, what do we got next, my brother? You got NBA playoffs. All right, we got 1, 2, 3 games on the ticket today. We got Houston Rockets at the Dallas Mavs. You can actually get either one of these teams plus points. You can get Dallas +1, or you can get Houston +1 or Dallas +1.5 with an under/over of 214.5 to 215. Houston's definitely the better team.
Definitely.
And they're decent on the road.
They're excellent on the road.
They're decent on the road, right? So I can't put my stamp on either one of these teams.
Right.
If I look at this, Dallas should get a win out of one of these two games. I just don't know which one. And I'm looking at this. Even in-game wagering, this game can go back and forth. So I'm going to stay away from this. I'm going to fall back.
I'm not playing it either. My opinion here is if you're going to play this game is to take the Rockets.
Really?
And the reason is because that nasty hating capper, Rondo. Or gambler, whatever, one of the two. But that nasty negative individual that got nothing better to do than always just cause just chaos and controversy and just a nasty a cancer, okay? A cancer. Rondo, he reared his ugly head. Now he's not playing for the rest of the season with a somewhat so-called injury. We all know it's not that. We all know it's him and his nasty attitude and all of his mouth and everything else that he brings to the forefront to that team is wrecking them, and they're about to lose. But they were going to lose anyway, but he's helping it. But that whole atmosphere, like we just got finished talking about, he just brings a negative spin to what they're trying to do, and I don't know if they're going to be able to overcome that. So I'm not getting involved in this game with my money financially. However, I think if you are, I got to say, I think I would go to Rockets. The Rockets, like I said, when Dwight Howard's on the floor, he is still a 7-footer on the floor, and he is still going to get rebounds over everybody else when he's on the floor. I know he does have a soft game, but he's still a true 7-footer, and he's a lot more dominant than anybody that the Mavericks have. And also, you got Harden, and the Rockets play well on the road, like we said. So I look for the Rockets to try to really go hard and go out there and steal this game 1, guys, as well. So I think it's a Rockets or no play. That's my recommendation to you. But if you like Dallas, hey, go get them. Be careful. I know a lot of you guys like Dallas in game 2 that I was saying.
Yeah, I got to disagree with you on that. I think this is a no play altogether. And Dallas has an X factor that no one talks about. That J.J. Barea kid, he's a pain in the ass behind the arc. He can make threes like on point. You know what I'm saying? So somebody to take a look at as well, because he could be if you got Houston, he could be a thorn in your side. Let me tell you, he just comes out and just starts hitting shots, and it's like, it's money. So let's keep it moving, man. Let's go into the Toronto Raptors at the Washington Wizards. Now, the Washington Wizards are -4 to 5 points with an under/over of 195 to 195.5. You think Toronto's a wrap or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I really do. I really do. I don't know if I'm going to play this game though. I might get a live look in and see what's going on with it. But I think Washington is the better team.
Definitely.
I
think the Wizards gonna blow the doors off the Raptors tonight. I'm sorry. I think they're gonna blow. I honestly think this game could be ugly.
You really think so?
I
do.
I
don't
do.
know,
I
man.
do. I do because here's my thing. The mental aspect of this game now you're beyond the physical aspect, which I know John Wall is definitely the best player on the court in this game. Okay, that's my one other reason why I do like the Wizards. And he knows that. But the mental aspect is the Wizards think they own the Raptors. They just went into Toronto, into the Raptors' house, and beat them 2 games. All right, the first game was a little bit tight. Then they basically blew them out in the second game, kind of. when you think about it, all right? And now they're at home in their house with all of their chemistry and their electricity. And listen, that's bad news. I think the Wizards are, and then the Raptors in the back of their mind are like, man, we can't stop these guys. We can't do nothing. Nothing's working right for us. We got nothing going on. Listen, they're all questioning themselves. They're all doubting, what they do. This is a bad situation for the Raptors. I think the Wizards definitely win. I think they definitely cover their number, and then some. And I think they're going to sweep the Raptors, by the way.
Wow. My man Papa Bear's on there going back and forth with me about Dallas. He's saying Monta Ellis runs that team. I agree with him.
Monta Ellis is dope.
Yeah, definitely.
But James Harden is doper.
Good point.
And Dwight Howard is better than any. And they got no center, Tyson Chandler. Don't tell me how Tyson. And then my guy Josh Smith. Oh my God, I forgot about Josh Smith and his dunk contest he had on Tyson Chandler.
I know. But you know what? If Dirk gets hot, it might be a different game. Dirk was horrible last game. He couldn't make a shot.
Dirk's getting up there, man.
But Dirk's still dope,
I'm not saying you don't got it no more. Just getting up there a bit.
Yeah, but you know what? If his shots start falling tonight, I think that game becomes a real bad stomach ache. So
I don't think
I see stomach aches here, man. I really do.
No, I didn't say it was going to be an easy game. Yeah.
All right. So next one here we got on a ticket, guys, and I apologize for not having any definitive leans here on NBAs, but I got a baseball game I really love. And you already know what my baseball's been doing out there. We got the LA Clippers at the San Antonio Spurs. And we got the Spurs minus 4 to 4.5 with an under-over of 203.5 to 204.5. Think Pop gets it done here, kid?
No.
Really?
I don't. I think the Clippers are going to steal this game.
You think they're going to steal this game? Are you crazy?
I know, I sound crazy. I know. But I'm telling you, for some reason in the back of my mind, first of all, I think that these teams are honestly a bit more evenly matched than most people think. I don't think there's a definitive, all out better. Either team is better. I do think that the Clippers are younger, which they obviously are, but I honestly think that the Clippers are going to steal this game. I don't know why. I think they're going to come out focused, and I think they're going to steal this game. I think they're a little bit upset about losing game 2, and I honestly think the Clippers are going to win this game. I do. Don't ask me why. It's just a gut feeling. Listen, I don't know how much I'm going to play on it. I'm obviously most of my money is in the hockey. I am going to play a couple other things too, which I'll put out there. But I do like the Wizards, so I am probably going to play the Wizards as well, guys. For some reason, I think the Clippers are going to win this game. I'm not going to play this game outright. I'm probably going to do the live thing with you.
Okay.
Watch it and do the live thing and try to figure it out. But, yeah, man, I think the Clippers can steal a game here. I really think they can, because I think San Antonio's feeling themselves a little bit, even though it's hard to say that about them. But I think the Clippers can steal a game.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, I know. I hear you.
My man Irvin's saying Tony Parker's questionable too.
Yeah, no, I know that as well.
All right,
yeah.
All right. And guys, like I said, that's what makes the hashtag SBTV Nation so dangerous. You know what I mean? We have our own leans, and then I've got thousands of people from 179 countries sending me all kinds of information on these games, dude. That is why we are rocking. And it's all positive energy, man. And big ups to the entire SBTV Nation out there making it happen for us each and every day, 7 days a week. So, all right, so scrolling through this, so I don't really have any NBA. Maybe I'm a little gun shy after some of the comeback wins last night. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. But I like I said, I think the hockey and the baseball, I'm really feeling your Rangers play. So I may really get involved with that one and start a really big parlay there. Let's go into the MLBs and see what we got. Your favorite sport, brother?
Oh, I know. I can't wait. Can't you hear the excitement?
Oh, I know, right? All right, so we got Boston Red Sox at the Baltimore Orioles. Boston's got Porcello on the mound. Baltimore's got Gonzalez on the mound. It's pretty much even money all across the board with an under-over of 8 to 8.5. What you got for pitcher ERAs and stuff?
We got the Red Sox, who are 8-7. I think that's
9-7.
9-7 overall, 5-4 away. The Orioles are 7-9 overall, 3-3 at home. We got Gonzalez has a 2-1, is 2-1 with a 2.55 ERA, and Porcello is 1-2 with a 6.63 ERA.
Okay, taking a look at this. The better right now, $100 better's up $53 on the year betting the Red Sox. So they've been faltering a little bit, man. The O's are minus 183. Boston's superior in most categories here on my little smart chart. Taking a look at this, as you know, a little AL East matchup here. Boston is 2-4 straight up in the last 6 games, and Baltimore is 1-4 straight up in the last 5. So doesn't seem like any team wants to get going here. So I would recommend you stay away from this one. I think you're on the same page as me with that.
I concur.
All right. Next one we got on the ticket, we got the Atlanta Braves at the Philadelphia Phillies. We got Alex Wood pitching tonight for Atlanta, and we got my boy Aaron Harang on the mound for Philadelphia. And Atlanta is actually favored minus 120 with an under-over of 7. Very, very interesting. Actually, I got minus 115 now on Atlanta. Go ahead. Let me know what the what the stuff is, and I'll tell you my opinion.
I wanted to ask you, what is it about Harang you like? Because he's not like, Harang is not a marquee pitcher.
He's dope.
He's not.
I know he's not a marquee pitcher, but
right, that's what I'm asking you, what is it about him you like?
You know what? I'll give you a number. Plus 161 on a money line last weekend, and I won. That's what that's what makes him dope.
Like Harang. I mean, I'm not talking about that in general. I'm saying you liked him, from last year too. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. What is it about, like with Sale? I know you like him because of his pitching style. You told me some things about him. I'm trying to figure out.
I like that he doesn't get rattled when he's got runners on the bases.
Okay.
He does not get rattled at all, man. He just, he's got, first and second with one out. He shuts it down, man. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So
he's kind of a journeyman. Started with Cincinnati. I don't know if you're aware of his history. He's been around kind of a minute. Never been like incredible, but never been like horrible either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, Wood is 1-0 with a 3.83 ERA. The Braves are 8-7 with a 5-4 away record. We have the Phillies 5-11 overall with a 4-5 home record, and Harang is 2-1 with a 1.96 ERA.
All right.
And you're leaning Phillies?
I'm not. I'm not. Here's why.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why. Philadelphia run support wise, 2.56 runs a game, bro. Okay. If my man Harang was gone, I mean, Atlanta's not that much better. They're only scoring 4 runs a game, but they are 8-7, and they are superior in pretty much every single category here on the board. Now, if my boy Harang was facing a team that has a really, that has a pretty crappy offense, I would jump all over him. But the Braves, the Braves have some firepower. They can have some steam and actually, get on top of him. So I'm going to fall back from this, guys. I'm not going to play the game. I'm not going to play it. I'm going to stay away because there's one I like way better than this, to be honest with you. But I would think that you would tend to agree with me on that as well, Dream.
Yeah, I don't see any definitive thing going on in that as well.
All right. Next one we got on the ticket, we got the Subway Series. We've got the New York Mets at the New York Stanks. And the Stanks are minus 125 with an under-over of 7. The Mets have DeGrom on the mound. The Mets are on fire. And the Stanks have Pineda on the mound. Go for it. What you got?
Yeah, the Mets are 13-3. 3-3 on the road. The Yankees are 9-7, 2-4 at home. The Mets are on fire. Like I said it yesterday
11-0
during the show. I loved the Mets yesterday, and I said they were going to finish it out undefeated at home, and positive. And once again, positive energy, like we were talking about, and they just wouldn't be stopped. And it all came to fruition yesterday as well. DeGrom is 2-1 with a 0.93 ERA, and we have Pineda, who's 2-0 with a 5.00 ERA. No opinion here.
No opinion, no?
No.
Yeah.
Because the Yanks been all of a sudden kind of doing their thing.
Yes, I know, man. So, these two teams always play each other tough. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of pride on the line here in the Subway Series.
Sure.
I'm going to fall back from it. You know what, guys? If you got any tips or pointers or any kind of key injuries and stuff like that, hit me up and let me know your thoughts on it. But for me, like I said, I'm very careful, and I got my one game that I'm on.
I kind of like the under, but that's just because it's, I'm thinking they'll both be, a little bit tight, a little bit pensive. It's going to be cold tonight, as it's cold right now. So temperature's only going to drop by 7 o'clock. So, I'm thinking the under slightly, but I suck at baseball and I suck with totals. So don't listen to me.
Big ups to Clown Man Swag out there. What is up, buddy? Let's see. CK Noyens out there. Pop equals 139. Tony 2 picks. Marlon. Yato, what's going on? Yeah, man. He's feeling I'm not feeling the Brewers money line. I could assure you that. Especially after Milwaukee Bucks got me too last night. So I'm not a big fan right now. Let's see.
They got beer out there in Milwaukee.
Got the Cleveland Indians at the Detroit Tigers, and Cleveland's got Salazar on the mound. Detroit's got Shane Green on the mound. Detroit is, minus 125 juice with an under-over of 8. Go into the pitchers, and I want to say a little piece real quick.
No doubt. Cleveland Indians 5-9 all around, 4-5 away. The Detroit Tigers 11-5 all around and 6-4 at home. Green 3-0 with a .38 ERA. Salazar 1-0 with a 3.00 ERA.
All right, just real quick, guys. On this game, realistically, Detroit can probably win this game. But I just don't feel like putting my money on it. I'll be honest with you, just because I just don't know enough about these two teams. I have not seen Cleveland at all yet this year. I haven't got a chance to watch them play, see any kind of athleticism out of them or anything. So I got to get a good look at them and see what's going on here. So, but I want to say this, and Dream, you always talk about this, and there's a lot of styles, and everybody that has their own styles. Good luck to you, and I hope you guys cash. But I've been very successful taking a little bit more juice. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's guys that have parameters where they will not go over like minus 120 or minus 125 ever. It's just not in their. It's just not in their. What's the word I'm looking? It's not in their repertoire. You know what I mean? But you got to think about it, guys. If let's say you're minus 110, let's say your average is minus 110. Okay, well. What's the problem with getting double the wins at minus 220? You know what I mean? If you think about it. No,
listen.
I'm just saying.
That mentality to me, I just
no. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just asking. I'm just saying. Look at the other side for a minute and just say, hey, you know what? Maybe sometimes it's nice to have.
But to me, what's wrong with it is there is something wrong with it, but like to each his own.
No,
but
there ain't nothing wrong.
Well, no, because to me, you're saying to me, I don't care if this team's going to win. I'm not going to take them because they're minus too much juice. That's what you're saying to me.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Like if you have an absolutely better team that you absolutely love, you might want to think about maybe doing a minus 160. I'm just saying, whatever, man. Everybody's got their own stuff. I'm just saying that, I've done it that way where I was, not trying to give up any juice. And I've gotten beat. So I'm being pretty successful right now doing what I'm doing. So I'm happy with it. So I'm just saying that this is what I'm doing, guys. Hey, you know what? Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm smoking crack, whatever. Hey, you know what? We're all in this together, and we're all trying to make money.
I think that, we've been on for like a year and some change now. We've been talking about money lines. We've been taking heavy juice, and everybody's talking about in the long term that's not going to work. Well, guess what? We're over a year now, and we kind of been money lining and heavy juices. Ain't nobody broke.
No, definitely not. Definitely
I'm still up.
Yes. Next one.
So I guess like you guys say, to each his own, and whatever successful works. But it's been working, and I've been watching the rest of the nation out there and watching dudes, send me this. I think it's caught on to a lot of people, and
definitely.
It's working.
Definitely. So just something to take a look at, guys. You know what I mean? Just being nice about it, and hopefully you maybe adjust your style a little bit if you're not doing so good out there. That's what I'm trying to get at. Some people that are not doing so good. Let's see, and we got the Chicago Cubs coming into the Cincinnati Reds. And Chicago, let me take a look at what we got here. And this is something that may surprise you on my play here. But Chicago Cubs are minus 113 with the Cincinnati Reds plus 104 with an under-over of 7.5. As far as pitchers are concerned, Chicago Cubs have Lester on the mound, and Cincinnati has Mike Leake on the mound. Go into it, brother.
Cubs are 8-7 all around, 4-3 away. The Reds are 8-8 all around, 4-2 at home. Mr. Leake is 0-1 with a 3.92 ERA, and Lester is 0-2 with a 6.89 ERA.
All right. This isn't my favorite play of the day, but if I had to do a lean here, I'm kind of feeling the Cubs. I think that Lester gets a win here. Lester finally comes out and has a good game. Cincinnati's up and down. They're 8-8. They're not all that. I mean, you could tell by the Cubs being slightly favored. And I got to be honest with you, I've seen the Cubs a couple of times now, and I don't think that they're going to make any noise, like as far as wild card or anything like that. I could be wrong, but they're like one of them pesky teams, and they could put runs up. So I think that Lester, if he has a good game, I think he'll get enough run support, and I think they could catch this game. So I may do it. If I do it, guys, it'll be a really light play because, as I said, I got something up my sleeve that is a lot better, I feel, than this game. But what do you think about Mr. Lester, kid? You think he could do it?
No opinion, brother.
No opinion. All right. That's fine. Because your baseball's shaky anyway. All right, let's see. Washington Nasties at the Miami Marlins. Washington's got Zimmer on the mound. Miami's got Latos on the mound. Let's see. The under-over is 7.5. The Washington Nasties are favored. I'd say, let's see, about 120. What do you got there, brother?
Oh, and I didn't say this, guys. I like Detroit, by the way.
You always like Detroit.
I'm going to kind of stick with Detroit and KC, like I said, until they start cooling off. But I like Detroit because the Yankees just beat the snot out of Detroit. They kind of beat them up. So that's why I like Detroit to try to bounce back and catch a win now as they got Cleveland coming into town. So I like them to bounce back. Now back to the Nasties. 7-9 overall, 2-4 away. The Marlins 5-11 overall, 1-5 at home. You got Latos on the mound. He is 0-3 with a 10.24 ERA. Zimmerman 1-2 with a 6.14 ERA. I hate the Nationals because of what they did to me like 3 weeks ago. And the Marlins stink. So I'm just not even interested in this awful game.
I really think the Nasties catch a win too, but
go ahead.
It's just a lean, guys. Just a lean.
That's that Zimmerman cat that I had on the mound the day I played. He wanted to throw the ball at the players and not at the strike zone.
That's your boy.
I love him.
That's your boy, son. Oh, so what? Real quick, as far as leans are concerned, what did I tell you guys about Chris Sale yesterday? I told you, man, that he'd probably have a decent game, but he wouldn't get enough run support. And look what happened. They lost 3-2. Imagine that. Told you. Let's see. Next one we got on the ticket here is, where is it? Toronto Blue Jays at the Tampa Biscuit Rays. And it's pretty much even money. Tampa Biscuit minus 110 with an under-over anywhere from 7.5 to 8. As far as pitching, Toronto's got Dickey on the mound. Tampa Biscuit's got Smiley on the mound. Like I said, the under-over is 7.5. And Dream, what do you got for information there, brother?
Dickey Smiley. We got Dickey's 0-1 with a 3.26 ERA. The Blue Jays, are 9-7 overall, 4-2 away. The Rays are 8-8 overall, 3-6 at home. Smiley's, I guess this is his first start as he has no numbers.
All right. So the Toronto Bats, guys, they're no joke. I'm sure you've been watching them a little bit. They're averaging 5.88 runs a game. And that puts them in overall scoring number 1 in the league. So they have surpassed the Kansas City Royals as number 1 in the league as far as runs scored. So when you got a team like that, even if you fall down, 1 or 2 runs in the game, you're still in it. Just keep that in the back of your brains. As far as Tampa Biscuit here, I'm taking a look at this. Like you said, Smiley's getting his first start here. I don't know what to expect out of him. Tampa Biscuit's only scoring about 3.75 runs a game, so I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Always open to suggestions on these games. Next one we got on the ticket, we got the K-Sizzle Royals at the Chicago White Sox. And Chicago's minus 105 with an under-over of 7.5 to 8. Let's see who's pitching real quick. Got K-Sizzle's got Duffy on the mound. The White Sox have Quintana on the mound, and like I said, the total is 7.5 there. Talk to me about this one, brother.
We've got Kansas City, who are 12-4 all around, and they're 5-2 away against the White Sox, who are 6-9 all around, 4-3 at home. Quintana is 1-1 with the. Damn, is that an 8? That's 8.40 ERA. And Duffy's on the mound, 1-0 with a 5.51 ERA.
All right.
Wow.
A lot of baseball today, my God.
Yeah, well, everybody's playing today.
Yeah, everybody's playing today, my God. It's like a field day for the evil genius. I can only imagine how many games he's going to have today. What's the under-over? Hey, what's the under-over on Dr. Dan's amount of baseball plays today?
He's somewhere over there having a seizure.
I say 8. I say he does 8 games. That's the under-over. Guys, what do you think? We're taking bets on the evil genius, how many games he's going to play today. I say 8. I say 8 is the number. And if I bet 8, it's going to be a push. Well, let's make it more interesting. Let's go 7.5. How about that?
No, I'm taking. I'm going over.
You're going over.
I'm going over.
Let's see what he ends up having. That's funny, man. We'll see. I'm sure it'll go over too. Let's see. We got the San Francisco Giants at the Colorado Rockies, and Colorado's minus 101, San Fran minus 105, so it's pretty much an even matchup there, guys. You're in Coors Field, so the under-over is 10. Let's see. San Fran's got Heston on the mound. Colorado's got Butler on the mound. Like I said, the total's 10. And what do you got there, brother?
We've got the Giants are 7-10, 3-4 away. The Rockies are 9-7, and you're 3-4 at home. Butler's 1-1 with a 2.25 ERA, and Heston is 2-1 with a 0.87 ERA.
All right, guys, and I just want you to pay attention to San Francisco. Their bats are not all that. They are averaging 2.88 runs a game, giving up 4 runs a game. They are 7-10. $100 better is down $425 with them. Where Colorado, $100 better is actually up $227. Surprisingly, this is if you bet them every single game, guys. As far as San Francisco, I mean the bats, like we said, I mean they're faltering there, man. So if you're down, you may not be able to come back in this one. You are in Coors Field, so the ball still's out of there a little bit, so anything can happen. But for me, I'm staying far away from it. And I think you agree with me on that. Your favorite.
I do. Unless you're going to go to over.
I'm not. Why would you go over if San Fran has
I'm just saying. I mean, you go over just based on the park. That's the only. I mean, stay away from it. No, I'm agreeing with you. I say stay away, but I'm saying if you're gonna, I mean, that's the only thing you could do just based on the park. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a no play. This Giants team is. Ugh.
You know what? I may look at the under. Here.
Yeah, then the Rockies scored 10 runs by themselves. You know what I mean? That's ugly. Don't do that.
I don't know, man. I mean, Chris Heston's on the mound right now for the Giants. You know what I mean? 2-1 record, 0.87 runs a game, letting up. I think I'm going to take a shot with the under. It's going to be a light play, guys, but I'm taking a look at that, and I really like the under there. I think that's what I'm going to do.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. All right, so it's a small play, guys, nothing big, but it's definitely something to take a look at. When these two teams play each other, there's not a lot of runs scored in the previous matchups either. You
got the Giants' bats numbers?
Their bats numbers, yeah, they're averaging 2.88 runs a game.
And what's the Rockies averaging?
4.19.
Okay.
Let's just see what the Rockies are. You know what? This is a little information hour, guys. Let's take a look and see what the Rockies are doing at home with their offense. 4.43 runs a game at home in Coors Field. That's not a lot.
It's not.
And if San Francisco's bats are dusty like they are, let's see what San Francisco's bats are doing on the road. They're actually better on the road than they are at home. 3.29 runs a game. I'm taking the under. I like it. So it's like I said, light play. Let's keep it moving.
I might take the under with you.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense.
After I just said the over, but yeah, I think you know what. Now that we're rethinking this,
you got to talk it out, man. You got to talk it out.
Some thought. That might be a solid play.
Son, all my plays are solid in MLBs, kid. I took a little page out of the evil genius. He's taught me a lot, man, and I'm really starting to gauge this stuff. So, let's see. Pittsburgh Pirates at the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now, what a game in Pittsburgh yesterday, guys. We were down 4-1 in that game. My man Jeff Locke came up and got blown up. It was not because of him, because we won. We got the home crowd running wild. We had a lot of late hits, a lot of late runs, and Pittsburgh comes back, rallies from a 4-1 deficit and wins 5-4, and that's how you know the gambling gods are on your side, man. We cashed, and dude, it was a day game, so my Twitter was going nuts during the day, kid. It was awesome. Nice. So Pittsburgh's minus 138, Arizona plus 128 with an under-over of 8. And looking at this, let me just see what we got as far as matchups are concerned, where the pitchers are. Pittsburgh's got Cole on the mound. Arizona's got Colementor on the mound. And as I said, the under-over is 8. What you got there?
We've got 8-8 Pirates. They're at a 2-4 away record going into the Diamondbacks 8-7 with a 4-4 at home record. Cole is 2-0 at a 2.65 ERA, and Kilometer is 1-2 with a 3.38 ERA.
All right. Any opinion on that at all?
No.
Nothing, huh? All right, taking a look at this. Let me see if I can break this down. All right, so Arizona, 8, like you said, 8-7. Pittsburgh 8-8. Pittsburgh, if you're betting them, you're down $112 on the year as a $100 player. Where Arizona, you're up $283. And Dan's got them in a future, actually. Arizona Diamondbacks. Taking a look at it, they're pretty evenly matched on my smart chart here, statistic-wise. Pittsburgh's 5-2 straight up in the last 7. Where Arizona's 4-2 straight up in the last 6. If I had to tell you anything, guys, it's to fall back and don't play this game. Because this one can go either way. And those are not the kind of games we want to get involved in. So, scrolling to the next one here, we got the Texas Rangers at the LA Angels. Let's see. LA Angels minus 166 juice with an under-over of 7.5 to 8. I don't know if the Angels have any business giving that kind of juice to anybody at this point.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You know?
Yeah, I kind of agree with you to an extent. The Rangers are 6-9 with a 4-5 away record. The Angels are 7-9 with a 2-5 home record. Rodriguez is getting his first start, and Richards is 0-1 with a 5.40 ERA.
My man, Direct Sports Solutions, said he's going to buy the half point down to 8 and take Dr. Dan in the over for 8 plays on the day. That's awesome, dude. That's a really good one there. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I'm going to take some. We're taking bets on how many plays Dr. Dan's going to have today. Let's see. The next one I got on the ticket. Well, as far as the pitchers are concerned, like you said, man, Texas got Rodriguez and LA's got Richards. Houston at Oakland today. Let's see. Houston's got Kochel, right? Kochel on the mound. And Oakland's got Kazmir on the mound. Taking a look at this, let me see. Oakland's minus 119 with an under-over of 7. You know this Astros team is pretty pesky. What you got there as far as their stuff there?
We got the Houston. The Astros are 8-7 all around, 4-2 away. The Athletics are 8-9 all around, 3-4 at home. Kazmir is 2-0 with a 1.33 ERA. Kutchel is 3-0? No, 2-0 with a 0.90 ERA. Oakland's at home. Athletics are at home. You know how I feel about them. They're one of my teams that I like, even though they've been very inconsistent and sporadic so far this season. But I think I'm going to I'm going to slight lean towards Oakland, obviously, Kazmir. So I'm thinking you're pretty kind of safe. Don't love it, but I am going to take that under as I'm punching it in.
Go for you, man. All right, let's see. Next one I got on the ticket here. Scrolling down. Hold on. All right. Here's your boys' play of the day. We got the Minnesota Twins coming into the Seattle Mariners. And we got Minnesota got Hughes on the mound, and Seattle's got my boy Felix Hernandez on the mound. King Felix is on the mound. They're giving some pretty heavy juice, guys, so you're going to have to lay it, and I apologize about that. But I do not see Minnesota hitting this guy at all. Taking a look at this now, here's why. All right, well, tell me what the ERAs are first, brother, and then we'll go into
Felix Hernandez 2-0 at a 2.37 ERA. Hughes 0-3 with a 5.30 ERA. The Twins are 6-9 all around, 2-7 away record. The Mariners are 6-9 with a 4-5 home record.
All right, now taking a look at this, let me just switch this up a little bit. All right, so guys. Here's what I'm thinking, okay? You got King Felix on the mound, okay? He is lights out. He was awesome in his last performance, okay? Now, you got the 6-9 Twins coming into town who aren't really hitting the ball anyway. And that's not against somebody like him. That's against, the field. Minnesota's only scoring 3.2 runs a game. They're traveling. They're coming into Seattle. Seattle's going to be rocking tonight. It's a 10-10 start. I think King Felix has another stellar day, and I think this game is a laugher, and we're good. But I don't expect Seattle to give them too much run support. I mean, they're averaging 3.87 runs a game, so I just don't think Minnesota's going to score much against him. So we're probably going to get 7.5 innings out of King Felix if I had to guess. I could be wrong. Listen, nothing's ever a lock, guys. I say that almost every single time I put a play out. There is no locks. This is my favorite play of the day, and it is going in very soon. So what's your take on this, Dream?
No opinion.
No opinion, huh?
No opinion.
You got the Twins coming in.
I never get excited with. I mean, I know it's a pitching game. I tend not to get excited with these pitchers because, like I always say, at some point they come out of the game.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, but I mean, Minnesota stinks. So
I know.
I got no opinion here. So I mean, if you're on it, then hey, you've been successful at it. So do you? You know what I mean?
I like Seattle tonight. I like the Rangers in the NHL, and I like that under in San Francisco Colorado game, which is a light play. My favorite play is Seattle. Next one we got on the ticket, the final one, we got the LA Dodgers coming into the San Diego Padres. And LA's got Greinke on the mound. San Diego's got Cashner on the mound. LA minus 125 with an under-over of 6.5. Talk to me about that.
I sure will. The Dodgers here have on the mound Mr. Greinke. He's 2-0 at a 1.83 ERA. The Dodgers are 9-6 all around, 1-5 away. Padres are 10-7 all around, 5-2 at home. Cashner is 1-2 with a 2.65 ERA. All
right, so taking a look at this game here, I don't really have an opinion on this. LA's kind of up and down a little bit. San Diego has been actually playing pretty good. San Diego is scoring 5 runs a game, guys. And if you're a $100 better, you're up $293 with them. Their team ERA is 3.10, so that's what's making them successful here. The Dodgers, believe it or not, are 7-3 straight up in the last 10 games, where San Diego is 9-4 in the last 13. So both teams, doing their thing out there. I thought the Dodgers were a little more up and down than that, so I'm pretty surprised at seeing that. San Diego relievers have only pitched 8 1/3 innings in the last 3 games. That means their starters have been going pretty far in the game. So I don't know, man. I got no opinion on this. I got enough to play tonight.
No doubt.
Definitely. So that's pretty much it, Dream. That's it for the show, dude. I think we went through everything. I think we are going to rock tonight. I'm looking forward to winning some cash and making that money, dude. So
I am too as well.
Yes, sir.
I just put out the 2-team parlay. I put I took the Wizards in money line, and I took the under in the Colorado game.
Oh, you did, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, you know what? Like I said, it's a light play, so don't get mad at me if it loses.
Nope.
All right. Just just looking at it and.
I never get mad if it loses. Come on, son.
All
please,
right.
Really?
Well, you shouldn't be mad if you've been getting on the Hatter train lately. You know what I'm saying? You should be like, oh, because there comes a point where you're going to end up getting shut down. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have a couple of losses here and there. All right, let's see. All right, so guys, so the Dream. So you're on the Wizards. You're on the under in the Colorado San Francisco game.
Very light play, not heavy at all, but it does pay over. You guys will love to pay out, so just punch it in and take a look at it because it pays nicely. But the main play, you guys know my main money is on the Habs and the Rangers money line parlay, and I'm going ham on it as it's a nickel play for me.
All right. So taking a look at it, I am going to get involved with the Rangers. I think I'm going to put them in the last leg of that parlay that I have open. Then I have, let me think about this. I got the Colorado-San Francisco under. I may start a parlay with that. Then I have, let's see, I got King Felix tonight and the Seattle Mariners to beat the Twins. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. Those are my plays of the night. It is Friday, and I am not on any NBAs. I'm not. So I'm all on the diamond tonight, man. Diamond in hockey, which is crazy, but hey, it is what it is, guys. So what you got to shout out before we close out of here, brother?
Hey, guys, as you know, I'm not on tomorrow, so I'm going to let you guys know tomorrow I am definitely going to be back at it again. I'm probably going to roll the money that I make tonight if I'm nothing's a lock, obviously, but should I win, which I'm expecting to, I'm going to roll the money right back over Blackhawks Flames. It'll probably look exactly like today's play looked. Blackhawks Flames. I'm also recommending tomorrow the Lightning. I like the Lightning tomorrow. If so, I won't be on. You might see a play in there. You might see. It's probably going to be Blackhawks Flames. I do better with the 2-teamers than the 3-teamers, so it'll probably be Blackhawks Flames, and then there'll probably be a separate play with the Lightning. As far as NBA is concerned for tomorrow, to look real quickly, we're going to be NBA on Saturday. Let's see, we got...
It's getting tough, man. It's getting tough. You probably got Atlanta, Brooklyn.
Yeah, you got Atlanta, Brooklyn. I'm looking at it now. It's Atlanta, Brooklyn. It's Bulls, Bucks. It's Warriors, Pelicans, and it's Grizzlies, Trailblazers, and it's all a real big mess.
Portland, maybe, dude. Portland might be something to take a look at.
Yeah, Portland might be something to take a look at. You guys gonna have to wait till tomorrow, or you have to wait for Saturday for the NBA, as I gotta see. I'm not loving it though. I can tell you that right off the top of my head. But I am loving the hockey on Saturday because I definitely think that I'm very, very confident that on Saturday you're going to get the Blackhawks and the Flames are going to close out. That's a closeout for those two. Close out their 2 series, and we need in the Lightning are in a must-win situation as well. Their back will be against the wall, and that series tied 2-2, and they're going to need to get this one, and they're going to need to get one in Detroit. So, yeah, I'm going to really be invested in the hockey probably on Saturday as well as I got it going tonight. Don't know about my Islanders, guys. I don't know if the Isles are going to do it. I just Cap's got them on the ropes. Hopefully the Islanders can tie it up on Saturday, and get that 3-3 tied. And then the Islanders got to go into the Capitals and win a game. So, they are capable of doing it, but I don't know if they can do it. So, I would leave that one alone for Saturday. That's all I have, guys. I want to send a big shout out to everybody that is supporting the show. As always, I thank you guys for all of your support. Most of you are cool. Some of you are knuckleheads, but that's besides the point. I want to say big ups to Jonesy, Smokey Rodriguez, Cash Action Bets, Alejandro Yeves, my man Herbs, Struggazy, Vegas Girl 92661, Randy Lockhart, my boy Lex, Dank, OJFB, Beyond the Bets, Almighty Kev, Urban, Philly Picks, Almighty Joe Punter, Mr. Papa Smurf. Enjoy yourself at today's game, brother. Real winners, Joey. Deeks Picks is out there as well. Crush the Bookie, the Capra Zone, Rick Lopez, Premier Sports Company, APB, the Hockey Immortal, LV, White Shark, Winning Picks, First Lady of the Fake Fan, Randomly Unpredictable, TNT Picks, LVCC, World Sports Picks, Sin City Maverick, Clown Man Swag, Nicholas J, Scott Weaver, Total Sports Edge, Elvin XL, MT Pockets, Tip Talker, Shane Redenius, the Queen of Odds, German Cowboy, Wicked Odds, AZ Wildcat 83, Rainmaker 512, Root, Betting the Dream, Lucky Luciano, Ben Diaz, Yippa 82, Jay Gotts, Tony Enab, and Jonesy, and CZVIP 2013, G Rose, and Rafael Esparza. Guys, I probably missed a few, and I'm sorry if I did. I gotta send a big shout out to my boy G Money. Thank you so much for giving me the under last night in the Boston Cavs game. As you did, Cash. My man is on a 14-game win streak, and he keeps reminding me every time he gets a chance, which is dope. But I don't forget, day to day. But thank you. And big ups to my boy B Mac, who also called the Predator game last night. So we'll be back in touch with him today as far as hockey's concerned. Once again, guys, thanks again for your support. Always remember who you is. Make the most of each and every day by trying not to be negative, because you never can get this time back. And that is real.
Maybe we should get B Mac on the show, dude.
B-Mac can get on next week. His schedule's been really jammed up. I would have loved to gotten him on, but his schedule's been really bad. So I'll reach out to him and see if I can get him back at some point.
Really good hockey guy there, man.
Yeah, his hockey's been stellar.
All right, guys. All right, so big ups to everybody that's out there, man, supporting us each and every day, all 179 countries. We love you to death, guys. Thank you for everybody that has donated to us as well on our YouTube channel to help offset the cost of the show, guys. Like I said, man, right now we kind of shaved the expenses back a little bit because the YouTube production, we haven't been doing much on there, but that's where our big expense is. But hey, you know what? Every little bit helps, guys, and it helps us keep going here. So we're very fortunate and we're very blessed for the hashtag SBTV Nation. Guys, we love you to death. Go out there, go easy, do your homework, and get that money. Take care.
Peace.